I made Guyanese cook-up rice. My favorite meal of all. Look, this song is fitting because I absolutely love this. It's soft, it's not wet, and it turned out perfect. Come, let me show you how I made it. So before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That's very helpful for me, and I just really appreciate it. So the first time I made cook-up rice was probably about 30 years ago, and my one of my best friend Dion, she still talks about that cook-up rice to this day. She talks about how delicious it was. So this video is for you, Dion. Okay, so watch me so that you can make it the way I make it. I'm hoping that it's going to be as good as you remember 30 years ago. So let's see. From my reach inside this session, I drunk already. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing over here. So I have 4 pieces of chicken. So I'm going to be taking this off, cutting this up, cutting up the chicken, and then washing it once it's already cleaned up. So I'll just show you how I do this first. So I take off the skin like this. I just put it back in like the container so that I'm not really dirtying anything else, right? Okay. Um, and of course, like I said, I'm going to be cleaning this off later, but the easiest part is just to take this off first. So once I take this off, I'll put this to the side to show you. I take this piece from underneath, and there's like a piece here. You can see that's kind of where I use it to guide me into cutting this off. And I kind of push down here, and I cut on an angle. There's like a cartilage there that you can cut through really easy, and you can just slice it right off. See, it was like barely anything. And then you can see here, this is like the piece of cartilage that I'm kind of talking about right here. It's easy to cut through. So, and then what I'll do here is I'll trim off the fat just a little bit, and then I'm going to put it in a bowl. So I forgot to mention that cook-up rice usually has salt beef. You can really put anything that you want in it. I like having chicken, and usually I have salt beef, but today I decided to just do like a roast beef. I'll add my salt if I need to after. I'm just going to be cutting these up in pieces like this. I have my big knife here so that I can cut it in chunks. And then what I usually do is like that. I want to have it more of like a clean cut like that. And then I put it back in the bowl. And then this piece here, I'm also going to be cutting. Then I go like that. And I cut. So I put that in there like that. So about like this size. And see, it's nice because like, again, the cartilage, it's really easy to cut through there. So if you can grab like, there's kind of like a spot here you can feel. It's like right here. That's where you cut it. So now I have my roast beef that I'm going to be using as my meat. So I'll probably use like maybe half big chunks. Kind of like big cubes like this. I don't want them too small. Maybe a little bit smaller. Maybe like a little bit smaller, like maybe this big. It's up to you, really. Okay, I've got my vinegar. Add that. That is mine. Little bit of that. Some lemon juice. That is mine. Okay, I added some of the water, and we're just going to wash this like this together. Wash that up. I don't usually. I have like a piece of lemon, like cut up lemon, and I'll just like scrub it and stuff. But I don't have that today. I'm going to let it sit in the water to get all like the rankness and all like the sliminess off of it. Now, normally you would season this overnight. I didn't have time, so I'm going to season it for at least 4 hours. Jump on wine, move your waistline, jump on wine, jump on wine, jump on wine. I rinsed off the meat. I'm going to add half a cup of green seasoning, my homemade green seasoning, and I will add the ingredients in the description below. So I'm going to be using 1 tablespoon of this one here, this chicken seasoning. You can use chicken bouillon if you want. I just like this one. Put a tablespoon of that. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of complete seasoning. I made this one myself. I will also put in the description my recipe for the complete seasoning. So 1 tablespoon of this. Sprinkle that over. 1 teaspoon of just black pepper. I'm going to sprinkle that over, but it's about a teaspoon. So we're going to add 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. It's about a tablespoon. Now we're going to add 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, like that. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. 1 teaspoon of onion powder. 1 teaspoon of cook-up seasoning. Like that. We're going to add castorip. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of castorip. I ran out of the one that I had before because I made pepper pot for Christmas. And this is the only one that I could find here. When I go to Toronto, I'm going there this summer. I'm going to grab the one that I always use. It is the same Guyanese Pride castorip, the Pomeroon style, but it's like a different one. So these gloves are food safe. Okay, we're gonna mix this all up nice. Bring it up. Why not? Why not? Bring it up. Bring it up. Why not? Why not? Bring it up. So I'm gonna let this sit for about 4 hours, and then we're going to prepare all the other stuff, and then we'll come back, and then we'll cook this together. And then we're gonna add it to the fridge. I wanna give it to ya. I wanna give it to ya. I wanna give it to ya. So now we're going to pressure 2 cups of black-eyed peas. This is what it sounds like to me. What they're saying brings me back to my very young. I was a child back then. So we're gonna take 2 cups and we're going to wash it first. I have 6 cups of water already in here. So you have to clean this up because, like, look, like, what the hell is that? So this is why you have to wash these things first. I'm gonna add that to the Instapot pressure cooker. Yeah. So we have to make sure that the vent is sealed. So you push it to the seal. We're gonna let this pressure for 15 minutes. Come back and check it, and then we're going to prepare all the other stuff. Okay, so we are going to cut up these peppers, green and a red one, and 1 large onion. I want the big gal for the carnival. Okay. Anyways, let me go wash these and I'll be right back. Okay, we're gonna cut up this onion. So Kelly again, because she's always thinking of me. She sees that I'm always chopping up stuff, right? So she bought me this little chopper. So I'm gonna cut this piece up in little pieces. Okay. Put it like this. Does it chop it up the way I need it? Yeah, that's good. All right. Okay. Maybe it'll stop me from crying. Perf. Oh no, I can still feel it. Okay, this is nice. This works good. Thank you, Kelly. This works good. Oh, I can feel it though. Whew. Okay, so I'm going to put this in a plate. A weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. Who doesn't have a weakness for sweetness? I don't know. I'm only putting a cup. Like, music is just like, just makes me happy. Kelly is always so very thoughtful. Make my life easier, and I just love that. Try that. Oh, look, it did it so good. Here I am, like I'm just so surprised. People use these all the time. Okay. This is awesome. Okay. This is great. Saves a lot of time. No wonder she bought it for me, because she was like, let me fix this up for her real quick. Look at that. It's like perfect. And that took like what? Not even 5 minutes. That's amazing. I'm going to add some oil here. because I'm going to add the beef first because the beef takes longer to cook to this. Let's see. Yeah, so it's ready to go. Okay. So I'm just going to fry up the beef in here first. I'll probably be cooking this for about, I say probably an hour because, beef is a little bit more tough than chicken. That's why I'm cooking it first. So you see like this, the seal and the vent. So I'm just going to release it. I think they're ready. Oh yeah, perfect. Look, they're ready. I'm realizing 2 cups is way too much. Like cooking out, that's what we're looking for. This is hot water, and I'm going to add probably like 4 cups of water in there and let that cook. This to cook not too fast because then it'll dry out. Beef is kind of funny like that. If you cook it at too high of a temperature, it'll like be dry. So it's been 1 hour since it's been boiling, and I'm going to grab one and just try to cut it up and see how cooked it is. Looks cooked. Oh yeah. I'm going to add the chicken to this. Add it a little bit higher. Start cooking better. Now I'm going to cook that for about 30 minutes. Who's talking there? And where you from? Pick up something, start to run with it. Run with it. Yeah. Okay. So I have some scallion here, green onion, and I'm going to wash them. And this is kind of like a garnishment for later, like a bunch of thyme. If you don't like soca, then what are you doing here? Exactly. What I like to do with my scallion is I like to smush it first. Kind of releases the flavor. I like to cut them in half as well. It's all fully cut in like little slivers. I think that's enough to be honest. We have probably about 10 or 15 minutes left for the chicken to be cooking. So we're going to start with the other stuff. So I'm going to add 1 cup of coconut milk. I'm trying to measure like all the liquid that's going in here because like I said, I don't like to have my cook up a little like so wet. I can't behave myself. I can't. See, this is the problem here. Okay, so I'm going to add 1 cup of coconut milk. And we're just going to leave that to the side. We're not doing that right now. But so there's the oil. Let me just add the onions first here. I'd say a cup is probably that much. I'm also adding the thyme. So I'm just going to add, yeah, I'd say like a heaping tablespoon of garlic. Mix this up a bit. It's looking nice. I love this song. Give me inch by inch. So we're going to probably, this is probably another 10 minutes. I'm going to add probably like 2.5 cups of the peas. I think that's going to be enough in there. I don't want to stir it too much because I don't want to break up the peas too much. 1 cup of coconut milk is I'm going to re-season everything. So everything that we season the chicken with or like the meat with, we're going to add again into this seasoning. So it's well seasoned. So we had some black pepper. I'm just gonna sprinkle like this. Black pepper. There's some of the smoked paprika, just a little bit. Some complete seasoning again, a little bit. The chicken seasoning. You see, you notice that we're not really adding some salt because I feel like it'll be seasoned enough. And I will taste it. If I need salt, I will. A little bit of the garlic powder again. And like I said, I'm just sprinkling. So like I'd say like a teaspoon of everything, really, to be honest. I just sprinkle enough to cover. We're also going to add a little bit more castor, so probably like a teaspoon. And a little bit of that cook up seasoning. There. Okay, give that a mix. So we're gonna let that cook a little bit, get some flavor. Let it all marinate together. So all together, I've cooked this for 35 minutes. One of the bigger pieces just to make sure. So I'm gonna check to see if it's cooked. Yeah, see? It's nicely cooked. So I'm just going to grab the meat like this and put it in there. But again, I don't want to have too much liquid in there because I want to make sure that the right amount of liquid is in there for you guys to be able to follow. I don't know if you like your cook up rice wet or not. I'm going to try to make it not wet. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to leave some of that liquid here. Okay. So now I'm going to add the washed rice. I just want to show you, for those of you that maybe don't know how to wash your rice, you don't put it underneath like a strainer. You actually put it in a bowl like this. I have seen some people online like put it in like a strainer. No, that's not how you wash your rice. The third time after washing, you see how it's still a little bit foggy, but you can see the rice. This is what you're looking for. Okay, so we're going to add the rice in here now. Mix it all in so you can get all of the different flavors in there. Don't want to mix it too hard because you don't want everything to mash up, right? Okay, so I'm going to let this cook a little bit. So I'm going to add 2 cups of the juices that was cooking like the meat. So here's half of a cup, the peas juices. Mix that up. Yeah, I think that's better. That looks really good. Jump, jump on me. Mm. So I determined that it needs some salt. I'm just going to sprinkle some salt in there. So I'm going to add a Scotch bonnet pepper in here just to give it a little bit of a flavor in there. I left the stem in there so that we can easily pick it out. Doesn't look like we're going to have an issue because it looks like it's cooking nicely, but I just wanted to add it there anyways. Okay, so I'm going to add the aluminum foil, the foil paper. Yeah. Strange behavior, yeah. Crazy people. There we go. This on like 3 because we want to keep this low so it steams it properly. Okay, so we're gonna let this sit here for probably about like at least 15 minutes. I'm gonna check it at 15-minute mark to see if I have to add a little bit more liquid. Whew. See, it's been 15 minutes. Okay, let me check to see what it's like. You see the rice. Okay, still a little grainy. Just checking for like liquid underneath. You know what I mean? I'm going to try it again. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm just gonna let it steam a bit more. That's all. It's so good. Okay. I'm just gonna let it like maintain some steam here and let it soften up a little bit more. I have it on like a 2.5. So maybe another 5 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna try it again in 5 minutes. So it's been another 5 more minutes. So it's been 20 minutes altogether. And I'm turning this off and I'm gonna let it sit here for 10 more minutes. Time to absorb some of the liquid and fluff up a bit. I'm going to add the green onion. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of this on here. Like that. Oh, I love this song. Beautiful. Like guys, like look how beautiful this is. I can show you in a different angle. Look at it. Take this out first. perfect. It's exactly like how I like my cook up. It's not wet, but it's soft. Okay, it's my turn to have a bite. Mm. Oh my God. I'm in heaven right now. You have to make this. It's absolutely amazing. The beef is so tender because it was roast beef. Oh my God. Guys, try this. You will not be disappointed, I promise.